welcome back to another episode of Travel with Carter. Here I am in beautiful Slovenia. This is country number 43, and here's what I got up to. Enjoy the episode. I'm enjoying this walking tour as I'm learning a fair bit about the history of Slovenia. So as much history as they have, hundreds of years of this and that, the country as a whole has only been around since 1991 or 1992. So it's still a modern country that's kind of working through some of the history itself. So it's very interesting. Another beautiful piece of history right in Centennial Square. This is the Church of St. Nicholas. There's a beautiful statue there of St. Thomas Aquinas, but this door is absolutely stunning. So much detail in it. I just was learning all about it. This was made in 1992 by a local artist, and just tells the story of Slovenia basically in the past 500 or 1,000 years. It's stunning. And then there's Pope John Paul up at the top. And you're supposed to rub that for good luck. Ljubljana grows as a city. Started off in the center there, obviously, and worked its way out over the years. And good kind of visual as to how long it takes. So yeah, this is what caught my eye as I was walking by the Michelin recommendation. Like I said, it is the same company as the tire guy. You're not familiar with them, but yeah, the brothers, the family knew how to eat and knew what they liked. So anytime you see one of those outside of the restaurant, you know it's going to be good. All right, lunchtime in Ljubljana, and I am having something maybe a little less traditional, but very delicious. As we are close to the ocean here, I always like to eat nice seafood here. So we got tuna, squid, salmon, sea bass, and mackerel, and salmon California roll. Looking forward to it. So this is a Michelin recommended restaurant, so not Michelin star, but still, anytime you see that Michelin name on a restaurant door, you know it's good. You know that they're working and competing with other restaurants to get that status, and it is an elite status to have. And it is, oddly enough, the same company that makes tires. So the brothers that own the tire company traveled a ton for work around the world, and then they decided to make this list of restaurants that they liked and recommended to clients and such. So it's a little bit of backstory on the Michelin star if you're unsure, and yeah, definitely look out for it. Can be quite expensive in some places, but can be very reasonable in a country like this. So this meal is only €13, and yeah, it's going to be more than enough food for me for lunch, and hopefully it's very tasty. So here we go. And I was told this is one of the more popular beers in Slovenia. So let's give it a try. Let's go. Yeah, that's a nice, easy drinking lager, and again, it's perfect hot weather for it right now, and goes really well with sushi. So I'm across the street from this little piece of heaven. It's called Noble Burek in Ljubljana. Kebab or shawarma, I call it. But yeah, lots of options there. But get the burek, get the cheese, get the meat. Even if you're into sweets, get the apple one. Oh my goodness, they're all good. They're all good. Have them all. So this is one of my favorite dishes ever. First, I gotta just kind of zoom in and show you what the heck I'm talking about. This is called burek, and oh my goodness, it is delicious. It's the meat one. And again, if you've been following me for a bit, you know that meat pies are my favorite thing in the world. So this is basically ground beef in a flaky, crispy, greasy pastry. It is so bloody good. Oh my gosh. You'd be crazy if you didn't like it. They also got a cheese one. I only got this just for reference. I just wanted to show you both. So it's like a ricotta cheese, and just as good if you're more of a cheese person. And just look at that, it's like a croissant type crispy pastry on the outside. It's mind-blowing. Okay, so €2.60 for one of these things. It's about the size of a football. It's mind-blowingly cheap here in Slovenia, and this is incredibly good food. Okay, so for €1.50 you can have a beautiful espresso as well. This is high and top of the line Lavazza, €1.50. And hits perfectly. So again, things are quite reasonable here. Let's see what else we can get. Yeah, it's quite easy to walk. It is really hot today, I'll say that. It's mid-30s again. It's been a bit of a heat wave right across Europe, which I've enjoyed, but some people maybe not, especially if you don't have air conditioning or something. So that's always a problem. And of course, had to have a local beer. This is a Union. You can see the dragon on it. They love their dragons here in Slovenia. And this is only €3. Symbol of the city, the most famous symbol of the city is these dragons. So as you can see on that table there, we're here in an open air market. Dragons everywhere. So I had to get a couple little ones here for a couple new niece and nephew of my life, Weston and Camila. So you guys are gonna get this in a couple weeks when I see it. All right. Lots of honey related treats. It's amazing. Standing in front of the world famous Dragon Bridge, which, as you can see, has a beautiful dragon on it. On both sides of the street, and then in the distance, directly straight ahead, is the Ljubljana Castle. And there's some of the history of the Dragon Bridge. Sometimes you got to force the shot, and this is one of those where it's an absolute wild storm, windstorm up here. It's going to start raining like crazy. I've been hearing a lot of locals saying they haven't seen it this stormy before, so why not be on top of the city when you got a massive storm rolling in? All part of the travel with Carter fun. You just gotta roll with it and check out the castle. It's an incredible history of the castle here. It goes back for sure to the 12th century, but possibly even to the 1st to 4th century, as they found some archaeological remains when they were renovating. And they've done just a beautiful job of modernizing with stairs and an elevator and just museums throughout, and keeping the old. So really, really nice work throughout. They have an incredible wine cellar right in the basement of the castle. beautiful quality wines, and again, very modern now. The elevators and the castle doors down there. And best way to probably finish off the tour of the Ljubljana castle. Nice glass of wine, and again, they got a beautiful wine bar here right in the castle, so I'd say give it a try. So sometimes you just got to go for a glass of wine, and the weather changes significantly. This is night and day from how things started. It was wild rainstorm, and now peace and calm, beautiful sun. Yeah, just a gorgeous city with a million fountains, cafes, restaurants, every type of food you can imagine. That's a tapas bar. Not into crowds, I'd say come in like November, August. It is busy, and everybody's got to get the selfie shot, but no, it's beautiful to check out. I would just maybe not come in August. On the island on beautiful Lake Bled, and the tradition is if you are getting married here, you have to carry your bride up these 99 steps in your arms in order to have a successful marriage. So apparently Slovenians don't really get married here anymore, but tourists still like to. This might be one of the prettiest spots I've ever seen. This is Lake Bled in Slovenia, and just beautiful glacial lake surrounded by mountains. It does remind me of a lot of areas I've been to in Canada and in the Rockies, but yeah, this is just absolutely stunning. If you're in Slovenia, you definitely need to come here. Okay, so inside the church, they have this wishing bell. So I'm gonna pull it. You pull it 3 times, and that will grant you 1 wish. So this is one of the old legends of Bled Lake. So sometimes when you're in Slovenia and you don't really know what to order, they might just tell you, get one of these. And it is beautiful truffle filled cheese, beef salami, smoked goat cheese, I believe, prosciutto, can't say it right. Slovenian brie, and then another beef smoked meat. It's just beautiful plate of food, and again, very reasonably priced. Hey, thanks so much for tuning into another episode of Travel with Carter. Really appreciate all the support I've been receiving. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button down below if you do really like what you're watching, and if you could share with your friends and family, that would help also. Tune in next week as we go to a new country. Can't tell you where just yet, but video will be released next week. Stay golden all.